Look, Illyria, just give me the fucking territory that I want and we can have peace. It's only 71 war score.
Oh no.
Lambert, you need 9. You need 9 territories.
I will take 99.
Someone
Well,
declare war
that'll
then.
work too.
99 red balloons.
No! No!
Wait, did he just attack you too?
No, I have the,
No,
now
but that
the
is a good
99 red
idea.
balloon song.
99 blooded.
Like, I just sent Iggy packing with only half my army down here. I could send my other half to attack Armenia. That'd be fun. Make the borders look nice, since he's got fucking Assyrian land.
Wait, what?
You have land in Mesopotamia and Assyria. And it's disgusting.
Look,
technically
I
mine.
have all of Latabitia. No, I don't. Never mind.
Not the bitch, yeah.
Yes. You heard me.
Well, judging by what I'm seeing, it looks like this is gonna happen. Like, oh god. Oh no, never mind. I forgot.
What is that?
You could always sell me the land, and I'll pay for it. 100 ducats
And
per
because
city.
In 2 years.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Actually, no, a year and a half? No, a year and 3/4?
I mean, yeah, Iggy, let's white peace so we can send me the land.
Okay.
Just joking, I want Judea at least. And Philistine. I want Judea, Philistine,
he
and
pulled an old
Perea.
switcheroo.
Did I get a dick?
Oh, you tricky Vespasian!
Ah, tricky dicky.
I told you he'd be tricky!
Yeah, see, yeah.
Iggy,
Yes, but actually no.
where are your forces? Ah, I say that and they appear again. Hey, I love this. Just as more troops arrive. And finally he attacked with... Before
Jesus,
the tick would happen.
this guy's still got a fair chunk of toods.
Wait, what?
This
Illyria,
this
yeah.
little obnoxious box. I'm only 6 reasons
Wow.
away from peace, though.
I say
have
it's
a
probably
great
because you haven't
power.
taken out all of
Uh-oh.
Talosinia, whatever their name is.
Uh-oh.
Avernia's also fighting really hard.
Oh,
Yeah,
piss
but-
and piss. Not even
That's
not even
mostly
anything else.
just
It's just regular
Yeah.
piss and piss. All right, fucking suck on elephant.
Eat,
Sounds-
suck on elephant.
Just whatever he wants to do, he can level 15 fucking fucking mercenaries. Oh, plus 10% discipline. Oh, this tech is really nice.
Go, mercenaries, go!
Yeah, the last one is insane.
Yeah, but the only point is, by the time you got to that, you kind of don't need discipline anymore, because you've got so much.
Peace. Oh, and I got Rock of Ages finally.
Wow.
Oh.
And, oh, but you're not allied with Rome no more.
No.
Revoke their guarantee. Oh.
Better revoke that.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, Iggy, I revoked
Think
the
he sounds
guarantee
like
for
he's
you.
having too much fun down there.
I'm fighting Vespasian and I'm sending him home.
Said
We
the
lost.
host.
What? I killed
Yeah,
30,000 more.
good point. My other 300,000 is just arrived.
Oh, fuck off, mate.
What is the end year again?
727.
2 years left.
Less than that.
So, shall we just call it a day and continue next week?
Why the fuck?
Did you
What
really
the-
retreat from that, Iggy? You retreated from 2 of my armies when you had your entire force there. What the fuck? You really that scared of me? I had literally 80,000 men and you had like 200,000 and you legged it.
What's funny, I got a navy in Scandinavia from an event.
Someone escaped prison.
Darn those escapees.
Escape.
Escapes.
I wasn't looking.
Oh, Pella's now got 6 extra building slots. Oh god, that means it's probably starving
Come on,
again.
Iggy. Peace out.
Oh, it's actually not starving. Yay!
Yeah, that's white piece.
I hit 2,000 pops in my capital.
704 for me. Oh, I ran out of money though.
I still have armies marching over from India. And then he retreats. Send me a piece still, Iggy. Come on.
Yeah, that's white piece.
No, send me a piece still.
A proper peace deal.
Fuck off. No, I can just wait. I mean, the game will end before you can take some.
Ah, yeah, but then I'm gonna just console command it that I get the land for when we do scores. So, you know. Since I have won this war, you cannot defeat me.
No, my 7 ships in Scandinavia will beat you.
Right. We need a meme of, you know, the Thor and Hela thing, and it's just like, Egypt's like, you can't. I'm just like, you cannot defeat me as Hela, and Egypt's just like, oh, but he can, and just 7 ships appear.
I have 3 million manpower almost.
That's nice. You had
You
more
want a
manpower
cookie?
than me last time. Did it save you? No.
No, because you're fucking massive, you fucking twat.
Well, maybe you should focus on getting bigger than getting smaller.
I'm efficiency, man.
Maybe you should
What
work
do you
out more.
expect?
You're efficiency, man, and you're losing. Maybe that shows your efficiency is wrong.
You
Or
got a point.
maybe
He probably needs.
I also-
efficiency.
Right. Look at Arabia, the Egyptian province in the middle of Arabia. My vassals, I love my vassals. Just march through the uncolonizable Arabian desert.
Wait, what? I
Siege a
didn't see
single
that.
province and then fuck.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
funny.
Oh,
I
these
have
ones.
been tempted to just build a massive camel stack and just march it through there. But it just hasn't been needed because you've just been too easy to beat.
Oh, mate.
Need more camels. Nothing worse than a whole bunch of camel toe.
Wasn't really necessary, was it?
I just felt it was punny.
No.
It's
I like how I
always there.
peace out and then they immediately send me a trade deal.
Yeah, AI is great for that.
Fuck you, pirates.
Can confirm.
Oh, we're getting there. A year.
Get her done!
Oh, we're gonna get her done!
Get her done!
And that's why I peaced out rather than push for more.
Should always push.
Squeeze it out of you.
Just keep.
Here's
Give it
the other 300,000 that has arrived. Do you give up, Iggy, or are you thirsty for more?
$3 million manpower.
I mean, at a certain point, it's almost impossible to lose more manpower than you gain.
Yep.
And it still isn't enough.
It's never enough.
Because my army quality is better than his, because...
So far, I swear, if you DC.
Oh, you twat.
What? What?
Really far!
Did he crash?
Get out of here!
We're trying to have a proper ending.
Rehost.
No, we're not rehosting for literally 6 months.
We should
This is
start
where the
game
AI
after
massively
death.
screws over his nation where he could have won.
I mean, very unlikely.
Oh my
Actually, no, you-
goodness.
Can you get out of here? I would like to continue.
I want to
No.
finish this, thank you.
Thank you.
Finish him!
Finish her!
Limo.
And on that note, Iggy, get fucked.
You sending him stab hits?
Nah, I just sent him packing with his entire force.
Not my entire force, though. Like less than half of it.
Then why are you
So-
using your entire force? No wonder you're losing.
No. My other force was sent packing it before.
Why don't you send them all in together? Are you dense?
Nah.
I'm
That sounds like a virgin Argead Empire move.
Galaxy brain move right there. Let's just send in half my army and the other half of the army, even though every single battle I've lost because I don't have the numbers.
That's some Chad Egypt.
That is a chatty, yeah. Egypt so.
Wait, what did I do?
Oh my god.
I literally had my entire army right there.
You've just said you didn't. What the fuck?
No, in that battle I didn't.
Deception? What?
Lies, deception.
Ah, just the way Iggy likes it.
Please give me a gift.
I worry, Iggy, that you'll get a girlfriend one day and she'll be manipulative as fuck.
What?
Just remember, no means no. Don't let her take advantage of you.
Uh-huh. What is it supposed to mean? Where's my elephants? There they are. Yeah, kinda out of money.
You're out of money.
Yeah.
Lambert, if I send you a gift, will you send him a gift?
Sure.
Actually, no. Iggy, if you peace out with me, I'll give you money.
Fuck off, I already got money. From Chad Souls, not like you, Vespasian, fuck off.
Vespasian.
Just because I'm beating you and you can't beat me.
Space.
Just remember, Iggy, every time you screwed me over, this is payback for every single time.
I screwed you only once. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. You fucking...
Please say you were sat right outside his castle and you've sacked it because he doesn't have a single fort on
Well, I
Alexandria.
first slave raided
No,
it.
you destroyed it.
I
You're
first
right.
slave raided it. And now the elephants are going in.
My fucking...
Armenia.
Give it back!
Never. There's literally like less than a month left of the game.
So it's perfect. That way I win.
Oh, Argia just declared on me as well.
Oh, yeah, and me.
Rome, declare on Macedon. Everyone get in on this.
Oh, I just want to see how many pops I steal from
And the
Alexandria
final
first.
battle, I crush you, Egypt.
Sacking of Alexandria. Alexandria Delinda Est. It's down to... It's below 1,000! Yes!
Right, what date do we end on? Because when does
It's
this
like
game end?
January or some shit.
We're in January 20th now.
March.
Is it March? So we need to make a save then. We need to do a pause on 1st of February.
Fuck off, you
Yeah,
piece of...
I'll pause on the 1st of February and take a save.
No, I was about to take the fort.
Look,
Why did
look.
you have to do it in the end? Like, what the fuck? I don't fucking get what's...
Oh, bye, Iggy.
Did he just quit the call?
He's done.
Yeah, he left Discord.
Oh, you siege Trapezeus! You
Yes.
penis.
I got it back! Yay!
I'm also killing his ships, like, pretty hardcore. Oh, and there it is.
Oh,
And then
perfect
Grand
timing to
Empire.
end it. I got it. Oh, and Iggy's
Actually, oh, I continued in observer mode. Oops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same guy.
So, yeah, you landed a lot of troops there.
I landed. I was racing with as many troops as I could possibly bring, and I got there just in time. I slave raided it. And I saw a bunch of buildings just disappear. Then I assaulted the fort and then landed 84 elephants with my ruler to sack it more.
God, you and your goddamn elephants.
Oh, what a game! That was great. That was fucking
That was good.
awesome.
Perfectly timed.
I mean, I had to do something at the end, you know.
Yep. I
Plus-
got my war goal.
It is entirely 100% payback. But I think I did just lower his pops by about 200.
Well, I killed Carthage. Everything is good.
Oh,
Rome,
man.
what the fuck did... Oh my god,
Oh,
Rome.
I finished 2 pops
Why
behind
didn't
him
you
after that.
go
2
down
pops
the
behind?
middle of the
Oh.
tree
2 pops behind Iggy.
for heavy infantry discipline? What the fuck, Rome?
Alright,
Heavy-
I'm gonna do
the
a
discipline is on the
replay.
right side, and I got
Heavy
it.
infantry defense, I mean. 15%.
Yeah, I'm one away of that.
Yeah, but you went down and you got national...
Yes, I know. My
Enslavement.
sub went
Oh,
on the right.
good
My
game,
sub
everyone.
went the left tree.
I'm glad we got it
Oh
done.
wait, did your sub go all the way down to acquisition of wealth?
No,
Why?
but I also did not went the perfect way. No.
Actually, I don't need to be in debug mode, do I? Yes. No. No, I don't.
I'm just judging people by their traditions.
Yes, that's
Alright,
a
I'm
good
gonna,
thing.
I'm
mine
gonna
are a
chuck a
mess.
replay in.
No, Bactria, yes and no.
I think my game just crashed.
Perfect.
Whoops. I'm just putting in a replay right at the end.
75 tradition. Fuck me. Experience even.
That was a fun game.
Oh,
Yeah.
From start to end.
I'm okay with how that went.
Yeah. I'm glad we
Apart
had some
from
good
Rogue.
wars today as well.
I'm very pleased I got to great powers for last action. I'm 12 territories over.
I got in the top 10.
Oh yeah, I'm 8th on score.
Yes, Sparta's dead. No, it's alive again. Ah!
Alright, guys. I'll see you later.
Sparta's dead again! Armenia, at a certain point, your name just became tiny. Oh, the sieges through Armenia was great. Oh, great. Alright, well, for people on YouTube, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this season of the Battlegrounds multiplayer. I certainly have. There's probably going to be another one. So, you know, keep an eye out for that, because it's always going to be coming. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Hello, and welcome to the end of the game. It's just a little bit of a post-game breakdown of what went on and how things went. So, of course, I am Macedon, and goddamn, these 1K port defenders are really quite irritating to see. So, the points and all that have been updated, and we know who the winner is, but we'll get into that in a moment. I'll just talk about a bit of my situation. Let's chuck on some replays. Early on, I had the war against... Actually, you know what? Let's go to the start, and let's go a little bit slower. Not that fast. Let's restart that again. Right, so... Early on, I had the war against Thrace, and I decided to leave Sparta alone. That's already going really fast. I don't want to rewind. There, increase speed. Let's just increase speed slowly. Alright, early on, I had the war against Thrace. I decided to leave Sparta alone. Usually my tactic as Macedon is to go and make as many of these little dudes as feudatories as early as possible. But Thrace was a player, and I thought, you know, a war against him would be fun. And Sparta was brand new to the game, and as you've probably seen in the videos, he's not exactly the biggest fan of the game either. So I thought, you know what, I'll leave him alone. I'll let him do his thing for a bit. I'll be nice to him. I'll go to war with Thrace instead. And to get to war with Thrace, I think I declared on somebody that called in like Talantia Epirus, which you can see there really kind of messed me up for quite a bit. There was a lot of occupations going on. So I think I got over 50 war score with Thrace, and so I sent some ships with some, I think probably cavalry, around the coast and landed on 3 of his provincial capitals, as he did not have, there it is, he did not have any forts in the region. So I managed to take a big chunk out of him really quite cheaply. So that was really good for me. And I think I did attack Epirus to get to war with Thrace, because Thrace was allied still with the Seleucids at the time. The plan originally for myself and Phrygia was to be friends. We were planning on being friends the entire game. he was going to give me all of his Greek holdings, and I was going to help him in his war against the Seleucids. The plan that we'd come up with, that he had misunderstood, was that he would lose the original war to the Seleucids. He would give him all of Syria, basically making the Seleucids very, very powerful, but it would also make them a great power and unable to ally anyone. Phrygia would then ally with myself, and we would go in and basically crush the Seleucids. He wouldn't be strong enough to hold us back. Unfortunately, Phrygia, the player, did not understand this, and what ended up happening is that he gave him only a small part of his land, didn't make the Argeads a great power, and then just it didn't work. He then went and attacked Paphlagonia, which didn't work out. He really should have stayed very uncommitted to war and really built up his country, because he starts in a very culturally disunified kind of situation. Armenia also got a chunk out of Pontus as well. He attacked at the same time. And then I think Argeads and Armenia being allied, which they, if he'd given enough land to the Argeads, that wouldn't have happened. They both attacked Phrygia, Cappadocia, and I think this was the point where Phrygia threw in the towel. I went back to war with Thrace and took them all out. Then immediately attacked Adrisia as well. Adrisia were a vassal of Thrace, so I wanted to get them before they got any allies. So I became quite nice and strong here. I think at this point my goal is to start going into Greece, and also helping out Carthage, who was my ally at the time, against Rome. This is a very precarious position for Carthage. He doesn't have a massive amount of land, and it's very difficult to defend if there's a concentrated push. Of course, we can stop him from crossing the straits, crossing into the islands, and that was basically where everything turned around for Rome, is when I joined him to fight Carthage. But the things at this point I think are quite calm for me. Sparta still being a little bit of an annoyance, but not too bad, not too bad. Cappadocia, Armenia, and Seleucids they're just fighting each other. Illyria at this point was a player as well, and we were sort of allied. And here's me going into Arcarnia, Aetolia, Boeotia, and myself and Sparta were racing for Boeotia. We both wanted it. And unfortunately, he managed to get Delphi, which really, really stung quite a bit. Having land across here was a bit of an irritant. Let's be quite honest about that. Yeah, and then Sparta owns Delphi, leading to the hilarious situation where the Delphi told me to go fuck myself. Then Sparta basically got hugged, cuddled by everybody. Egypt, Phrygia, I think Rome were all protecting Sparta for so long, and then Sparta just kept attacking me, and there was literally nothing I could do. He would attack for a small piece of land that he could take, like Elis, for example, hold on to it until he could peace out, and there was nothing I could do. I had Carthage on my side, and we were going into Crete, but as you can see, the Romans did manage to land in Sicily. And I think, yeah, there we go, Phrygia coming to attack me, probably at the same time as Sparta, and Phrygia is supposed to be my ally. He's a new player now, and I don't know what the fuck was going on. He was supposed to be my friend, he got a new player, and then all of a sudden he's no longer a friend, so I mean, what am I supposed to do there? Rome manages to take over a bunch of Carthage in this war, I believe, or at least take over this land. And you can see occasionally a blue spot appear on Rome's coasts. That's me going in with my general and taking a bunch of ducats. I think I ended up getting about 1,500 ducats from attacking Rome in this way, and it was really quite good for me. But I think after this war, Rome and I end up being allied. The Carthage player dropped out and got a replacement. And the replacement I didn't know too well, so Rome approached me and said, "Do you want to be friends instead?" I said yes. And we were allies until the end of the game at this point. We were tight. So yeah, good for me for sure. I ended up going after Bosporan Kingdom, getting myself a bit of land in the north as well. which is nice. It didn't really do too much. It allowed me to get horse archers, and that was most of the reason why I did it. But otherwise, it wasn't the biggest gain in the world. I got myself a bit more land there as well, and this is the extent of my territory in the north. I never went any further than this. What else is going to happen soon? I think at some point we're going to have myself and Rome versus Carthage, and Carthage ends up giving me half of Sicily, which I then, of course, give to Rome. There's another war against Sparta, which ends unsuccessfully. Great. And yeah, Sparta was just a thorn in my side. Again, another war against Sparta, and Phrygia comes to help him again. When this keeps happening, there's me owning Macedon, owning Sicily, sorry. Whenever Phrygia came to help, it was so difficult to do anything. I did manage to push back Phrygia. This was when I stack wiped, I think, 180,000 Phrygians, which was just fucking awesome. I loved that. And then I decided to take over a bit more of the north here, just get myself a bit more help. I vassalized Illyria, though that didn't stick because the Illyrian player had to go, and he just wanted to give me his country. So at some point as well, I will end up abandoning that client state and attacking. The partition of Phrygia happens. I didn't actually get nearly as much as I could have or should have, but I do get 2 wars very quickly, and I ended up taking a decent chunk of territory. It wasn't terrible. I think there's going to be one more war against Phrygia where I take a little bit more land up in the north here, but again, it wasn't massive. Illyria then, as my client state, starts colonizing massively in the north, and I was like, okay, at this point I don't want to just integrate you. I would rather release and attack you, because I don't want all this shit land up here. That would, according to the rules of like how the game works, how the points are appointed, this would hurt. Sparta takes land up here, Sparta being a bloody thorn. At this point he is a sub, he's a different player. Who has got less friends, let's say, than the previous one. Myself and Rome go to war with Illyria. I take a nice, decent chunk of territory, and at this point, this is where my border sort of stagnated in the north. I had other plans. A war against Sparta again, and this time it is successful. I have Rome on my side. I take over Crete. I take over the land in the north, and it is just the land he has in the Peloponnese, which will of course fall to me in short order. I think there's a war against war against Archaeads, and I took Lydia. Sparta ended up taking some land down here as well. He eventually becomes a vassal of the Seleucids. Another war against Sparta. This is when Sparta dies. He loses all the Peloponnese, I believe. Yes, he does. Fantastic. Sparta is no longer a threat. Fantastic. I love it. This is when we sold the Argeads all the land for him to form the Argeads. Then he sold it back to us. So that was nice of him. The war against the Carthaginians happens, and Rome gets a foothold. I believe another war is coming very soon. Myself and Rome were very tight at this point. He was helping me in all my wars. I was helping him in all of his wars. It was a good relationship, a good mutually beneficial relationship. And here's another one. Here, look at my occupations. Look at those occupations. Fantastic. And then Rome expands. So I helped Rome get into Carthage. Rome helped me against Sparta, against the Argeads quite a bit. There was some contention. These guys sort of felt that there's me and Rome again. Felt that Rome was being too helpful to me, like he was my vassal or something, but that's just patently untrue. Managed to get to the Cilician gates, but not managed to take nearly as much as I would like, only 2 or 3 provinces here. And at the end of the game, I end up losing this shit as well, so that's unfortunate. It's going to be soon enough another war against the Archaeads, and I managed to take just Sparta. There it is. This is when Sebastian was subbing for the Archaeads, so he's a bloody good player. It's very difficult to make any progress against him at all. Well, I managed to get to about here before I sue for peace and take Sparta, and this was the extent of my borders in Anatolia. I never pushed, or never could push any further than that. I also took Cyprus from Egypt, He just straight up let it go. There was no fight for it. But I did have a bone to pick with Egypt. When I was at war with Sparta, he did land troops and sack my capital. So I did repay that favor multiple times, which he got very, very salty about at the end of the game. Not long left, only 20 years. I think this is now into the last session. So yeah, things are going to happen. The Argeads in Egypt were, at this point, really close in score all the time. They were never far away from each other. There's my occupation of Alexandria. He didn't manage to push me away, but as soon as I attacked Egypt, the Argeads in Egypt pieced out and the Argeads attacked me. So there was something going on here. Anytime I attacked anyone, I was instantly the bad guy, and everything ended up being my fault, and I should pay for it. Argeads got attacked by AI Dravidia, and he just accepted a random peace deal, which gave away a lot of territory. And without that, he'd have done a lot better on points. But yeah, he fucked it up. I lose a couple of territories, and that's unfortunate, of course. Armenia goes in and takes some of Paphlagonia, but ends up selling, I think, either most or all of it back to the Argeads, because he's scared of him, of course. I ended up peacing out with Egypt. It was just a white peace. He couldn't force anything, so that's good for me as well. And then I decide, after, Armenia's at war with Dahe, I could ally Dahe. So I thought, right, as soon as Dahe's truce with Armenia is up, I'm going to ally Dahe and we're going to both go in. Dahe is AI, but I thought he would be enough of a distraction that I could get myself a foothold in Armenian land. So that was my plan there. And that was towards really the very, very end of the game. And the war against Armenia went really well. I managed to push in. I lost some battles, but for the most part, I did get my goals achieved. Yeah, Argeads taking over Dravidia, taking back his territory, and I think soon enough, there we go, the conquest of Armenia starts. Of course, you can see it starts slow, occupations happening, then retreating, happening, then retreating, but at a certain point, especially when the Argeads come in, I give over Lydia, so the borders go back to the original for the Argeads, but at a certain point, I managed to get my foothold and then really start pushing hard. Not yet, though. Come on, show me my push. Come on. I think this might be it. Yes, it is. We pushed him back, and now the expansion, the thrust into the heart of Armenia can happen. Again, there was some resistance put up around here, but as soon as I got to about here, there was no resistance whatsoever, and we could just push at will. And we did. I gained a significant amount of pops from this war, both from slaves and from just pure conquest. So this is good. This allowed me to get, I think, 3rd place in total pops, maybe 4th place. No, I think it was 3rd place, because Armenia at that point was ahead of me, and I didn't want to lose to him. So I took a bunch of land. These borders are very pretty. I'm quite happy with these borders, and my army marches straight from here all the way over to Illyria, and I want to take up to the Danube. So we have the war against Illyria as well, which goes relatively well. I think I lost a couple of battles, but mostly it was just about getting the war score and the occupations, and I managed to take all of the territory that I wanted to, which is nice. As soon as this war ended, my armies started force marching down to Athens, where my fleet was waiting, so that I could transport them to Egypt. Of course, we've got literally less than a year left. So I wanted to get down here and sack Alexandria, which was at the time the 2nd biggest city. It didn't actually help all that much. It really didn't, but at this point my fleet is probably around here. I land and I sack it with moments to spare. Of course, you can still see the naval battle going on. There's the 1st, there's 2nd, and there's the capital gone. And there's the end of the game. We ended on the 1st of January. So, sorry, the 1st of February. So I managed to, in the nick of time, sack Alexandria. It used to be over 1,000 pops, and now it's at 983. I think it was at something like 1,200. So I managed to really, really ruin his day, and I made him rage quit. However, it didn't do anything to the scores for Egypt, as you can see here. If we go to scoring, in the end, Egypt wins the game with 918 points. Argead Empire in second place with 910. Then really far behind is myself with 755. Then Rome 700. Dravidia wasn't here in the last session, so he got no points. Armenia 514. Britannia 492. Carthage ended up dying, so it doesn't matter. Pictonia 343. Sparta ended up dying, of course. Then Bactria, which was not Battleaxe, it was James, 222. So, yeah, pretty nice. And looking at the breakdown of the scores per session, sorting by session 1, I didn't do too well session 1. I was in 5th place. Session 2, I was even worse in 9th place. Session 3... I was in 4th place, so yeah, 4th place, so getting a bit better. Session 4, back down to 7th place. Session 5, all the way up in 3rd place, and this is where I ended up staying for most of the game at this point. In 6th session, 3rd place. 7th session, I was actually in 1st place. It was the only session that I won. So I got 114 points here, very nice. Then session 8, 2nd place, and session 9, which is the final session, I get 2nd place as well. So, yeah, it was a bloody good game. To sort out how the points were made, it was total income, max manpower, highest pop territory, total territories, total pops, highest pop density, which I ended up having at the end of the game, highest stability, total tech, which I was not too bad, 80 techs. I had 20, 20, 20, 20, so I was the highest tech nation in the game, which is fantastic. Cultural unity, which really hurt me when I took over Armenia, but it was necessary. Religious unity, again hurting by taking over Armenia. Military traditions, which I didn't do as well as I would have hoped, but I did manage to pull it back, and I actually ended up in 2nd place. For a longest time, I was really bad on military traditions. The largest army, I probably should have just built a massive number of random units, like light infantry or something. That would have been a good idea. Largest navy, I had the largest navy. Average own culture happiness and average foreign culture happiness. So yeah, that is the game. That's all of it. That is the Militant Macedon campaign. And I hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly did. I thought it was a hell of a lot of fun, even when I was losing, and even when I was being bullied by little Sparta and his band of minions. I still found it really fun, and I hope you guys did too. So thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you'll stick around on the channel for the next multiplayer series that will inevitably be here. Yeah, thanks all for watching, and bye-bye.